All right, so welcome to Pretty Lifted Trippy. I am your host, Latara Antrice. Why am I already having a hard time saying my name? Doesn't make any sense. But that could be the energy of Mercury Retrograde for starters. Mercury Retrogrades make it extremely hard for communications, technology, just electronic devices, any form of communication. So it shouldn't surprise me. We just work around it, right? We know what to expect so we don't get caught up in frustration and caught up in, just seeing the pessimistic side of it, right? We just already know what to expect so we can work around it. But today is Thursday. It's the Leo full moon that happened between yesterday and today, just depending on where you are in the time zone. And this Leo energy has been like crazy for me because it brings me back to last August 2020, when I had this surge of confidence, this surge of raw authenticity. I was really tapping into a different aspect of myself unapologetically, like just allowing the flow to happen. And I was highly charged by inspired action. And this was that Leo energy, right? We know that Leo is self-expressive. They're really in tune with their light, so to say, right? Like they put themselves in the spotlight and unapologetically raw, authentic. And that's the higher evolved aspect of Leo. And so I enjoyed that energy. I got so much done in Leo season. It was phenomenal. I'm still using content from that time period. And so this full moon was really bringing in that kind of shine your light, summertime, high energy vibe, right? But we know that full moons are also about releasing. They're about, letting go of things that no longer serve us, letting go of whether that's people, places, things, thoughts, patterns, right? One of the things for me that came up was the trust, right? So trust is still a big thing for me, and even trusting myself. So that was another thing that was heavy for me last August in Leo season. It was trusting myself. It was trusting the inspired action that I was being given. It was the guidance that I was receiving that I was learning to trust, and recognize that it's a part of myself and that it deserves that expression too. So it's coming back now with this Leo full moon, that trust factor, what it is that I'm trusting about myself. And this time, although it's not my, personality, it is in a sense, right? Which brings me to the topic for today, which is superpowers. Okay, superpowers. I remember last year, December 21st, we were dealing with the solstice and this conjunction, right? And we had this idea that we would be receiving these superpowers, okay? And these superpowers were supposed to be specifically for the Black community, people of color. And not many people really knew what that meant, okay? So I want to talk about these superpowers. This is what's been coming up for me to trust, all right? Which is a part of my personality. So I said that a moment ago, but it is a part of that. So if you're not aware of what I do, I'm an intuitive reader. I read tarot, and aside from that, I'm highly intuitive, okay? I would consider myself a medicine woman or a healer, okay? A sage, and I've really tapped into this intuition on another level. And recently in my readings, I've received this guidance that, okay, I've questioned. I've questioned, and not subconsciously, So not intentionally questioning, but subconsciously I've questioned, and this guidance is real, okay? And it would show up in my readings, like instead of me saying the guidance that I'm receiving, I'd ask the person, the client, the question to what I already know. And so I just kept on receiving this epiphany, so to say, like, Tara, you got to trust this. You got to trust this guidance. This is a part of your superpower, okay? It's one thing to be intuitive, okay? Being intuitive is being highly sensitive to your intuition, right? It's hearing and the ability to hear your intuition. But not all of these messages that I'm getting are from my intuition. And so that was this trust factor, because these are my angels. These are my spirit guides. These are my ancestors that are providing this information. And not only mine, but the clients. And so I've tapped into this new psychic awareness, and I'm learning to trust it, okay? And I'm smiling about it because it's beautiful, right? It's beautiful. I can't express enough how beautiful it is to know that something that I've been afraid to express, right? And I say afraid to express, but more so not trusting, just not trusting of all that I know. And that's a message that has been coming up for me recently pretty often, right? Like trusting your intuition, trusting your inner knowing. Like I am the path, okay? And really, that's what I've been really learning to trust. That I've really been learning to trust. So if you are someone who has been on your spiritual path, your spiritual journey for quite some time, and say the solstice has already passed us by, and you're still not sure what your superpower is, I invite you to listen to the guidance that you're receiving, okay? And this is because this isn't just a me thing, right? Because God speaks to us in thought. Spirit speaks to us in thought. It's that silent or that subtle whisper, okay? That subtle voice within. So I want to invite you to do more of this. I want to invite you to do more and practice more stillness and silence and trusting what you're receiving. It's truly, it's magical when you do. This was so heavy on my heart. It's been just these aha moments, right? And so for me, in this full moon, what I'm releasing is this doubt, okay? This need to question myself, the need to question the guidance that I'm receiving, the need to question whether or not this is truly mine, right? Like, because this is my power. This is my power. It's not anyone else's. Everyone is gifted in their own right, right? And so that's another thing sometimes that steers us off path, because we feel like we're not deserving of these gifts. I'm very deserving of my gift. I'm very worthy of my gift, and I'm grateful of my gift. And I've learned to nurture my gift, okay? I'm definitely tapping into my gift. So this is something that I'm encouraging everybody to do. You know, whether that's writing, whether that's singing, reading. I don't know. Well, I say reading because I'm an avid reader. And being that I'm an avid reader, that means that I'm also a writer, okay? And so just tapping into the energies and the essence of who you are, okay? Tapping into the things that you're gifted at. They're yours. They're yours and no one else's, okay? And God meant them for you to ascend you, to take you higher, to elevate you. That is your, I'd say, purpose, right? For me, it is. Not all the time are your passions connected to your purpose. In my case, they are, okay? And so we just have to be more trusting. We have to be more, trusting is the only word. It's the only word. How much do you trust you? How much do you trust the inner guidance that you receive? How much do you trust yourself? And I say, still going back to the Leo season, that was big for me. That was so big for me. Trusting myself, learning to trust myself. And when I saw what I was able to create, trusting myself, the shit was beautiful. It was beautiful. I mean, my content was freaking amazing. I'm still using this content. I know I already said that, but that's how amazing the content was. The confidence, okay? The confidence, the creativity, the beauty, the raw, authentic expression. And it was all because I allowed myself to trust myself to produce, to create, okay? To take that inspired action, which again is that internal guidance. So how much are you trusting that internal guidance? How much are you believing in yourself, okay? And over the chaos, right? The static noise that we hear, because that's something that's meant to detour us. That's the ego. That's the mind. The mind wants you to question. The mind wants you to doubt, right? Because it feels like it's keeping you safe, right? And that's another thing, in my readings, I've been kind of honest and saying like, I'm really opening up myself to this. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone because I do readings, yes, and I've done readings for the people that I know, but I've been implementing a new technique in my readings, and that has really increased my confidence. And I've been sharing that, like, I've not really shown my gifts to people because we all fear being wrong. We all fear that, what if I'm not right? That self-doubt, okay? And so today I can honor myself and say, I trust my psychic abilities. Today I can honor myself and say, I trust my inner guidance. And this is a practice. This isn't something that, we do one time and we got it, right? Like, this is practice. This has taken me a lot to get to this place, to this confidence, right? That Leo, that confidence, okay? That strength, that courage, that determination, that will to believe in yourself, that will to act on your desires. And so that's what I wanted to just bring to you guys today. I mean, I don't know where everybody is in their journey, right? Like, I definitely know that I channel for a higher collective, in a sense, right? And so the people that I tend to connect with are those who are on the other side of this consciousness, okay? And so when I say, like, I don't know where everybody is, what I mean is to whoever's watching, to whoever's listening in, right? Like, it doesn't matter where you are in your consciousness. I encourage you, I invite you to spend more time with yourself and learning your gifts, learning about what inspires you, learning about what motivates you, what you feel drawn to. What's your creativity? Where does your creativity lie? And I definitely feel like that's the answer. If you're looking for an answer, that's the answer. Tap into that, nurture that, draw onto that, build upon that, because that's where God is leading you. That's where God is trying to grab your attention. Okay, it's meant for you to dive into and not be afraid of it. And I say that knowing that you're going to be afraid of it, okay? Because again, like I said, I specifically have been saying I've been afraid to share this gift because I don't want to be wrong, right? I don't want to fail. Okay, nobody wants to fail, but we have to fail ourselves to success sometimes. Okay? We fail into success. That's the way success happens. It's the person that never gives up on themselves, right? It's the person who considers their mistakes as lessons and an opportunity to redefine themselves, to see what works and what doesn't work, and to continue forward in pursuit of their dreams, right? That's who we are now, okay? Make no mistake about it. That is who we are now, okay? And so don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to be wrong, right? Don't be afraid to take a chance. Take a chance on you. Don't be afraid to take a chance on yourself. And give yourself what you need, because that is a part of giving to ourselves. To not feel small. We're not playing small no more. There's no one above you for you. No one's opinion of you should matter more than your opinion of yourself. Nobody should be able to tell you anything about yourself that you don't already know. Okay? And so this kind of confidence, this kind of esteem can catapult you forward. 2021 is not the year to play small. It's not the year to diminish your gifts. It's not the year to pass up on this energy. I talk about energy all the time. You guys are probably tired of me talking about energy, and I don't give a shit. I'm going to continue to talk about it because energy is everything. Energy is everything. We are energy. The world is made up of energy. Everything is made up of energy. And if you learn to understand that, then you learn how to flow with that. You learn how to create with that. You understand the universe. Okay? And that's how we manifest. All you got to do is understand it. All you got to do is let that marinate for you. And then you can manifest your highest self. You can manifest the things that you want to see in your reality once you get that through your head, that energy is everything and that you are energy. That means that you are everything. And that means that you can call into your experience whatever you want because you are connected to everything. Just that one thing. You just got to let that marinate, okay? Okay? All right? So we are definitely in a new vibe, okay? Take this full moon energy. If you know about spiritual baths, get you a spiritual bath. Write a note to yourself of all the things that you wish to release. Get you some spiritual bath necessities. If you're interested in what that looks like, feel free to reach out to me. But you can do a basic bath with Epsom salt and baking soda. You don't need much, okay? Fill that tub up. Make sure that you bathe before you get in now, okay? Because this is to cleanse our aura. It's not to cleanse our body. So you want to make sure that you've already bathed before. And sit in that water, okay? And as you're in that water, intention that you are truly releasing these things. All right? And meditate on it. Envision yourself with the burdens removed, just leaving your body, leaving your mind, okay? Really take that serious. Because the universe responds to what you feel and what you think, okay? So that feeling amplifies the manifestation. Okay, so really feel that. When you let that water out, you stay in that tub and you let the water rinse off you. Okay, you don't jump out the tub. You let it rinse off you. Okay, you get out the tub, you pat dry. Use this time to take that ritual. Get rid of the shit that does not serve you. It's not meant for you. You can't take it into the year. Okay, we're not taking it with us anymore. It's gone. All right, we release it. It's over. All right, and move forward and do something different and be your biggest fucking cheerleader. And don't wait on anybody else to do it for you. Don't wait on nobody to pat you on your back. Don't wait on nobody to lift you higher, okay? Lift your motherfucking self up higher, okay? Do more for yourself. Give more to yourself. Big up yourself, okay? That's the new vibe. That's what I feel like Leos are like. Even though they crave that spotlight, they crave that recognition, I feel like they give themselves the recognition. That high level Leo, they give themselves that recognition. So tap into your Leo energy. Let that serve you. Okay. We all have different planets and placements. Okay, different planets, different houses, different placements. So find Leo in your chart and work with that. Okay, if you don't know about natal charts, you can go to astro.com, put in your birthday and your birthday time, okay, and it'll generate your natal chart. Find your Leo in there and pull and call on that. Use that. All right. So I absolutely love you guys. I'm so I'm kind of pumped. I don't know. Mercury retrograde, you know, I don't know. I'm not necessarily feeling, well, I can't say that because I was feeling like a pullback. But even with that pullback to me, because Mercury retrograde, that's retrospection, right? An opportunity for us to go over things that didn't work, right? Review the past, to see what worked, what didn't work, how we want to implement changes, what we want to implement. It's really a good time for us, okay? Mercury retrograde doesn't have to be all bad. A lot of people know it as the time when exes come back, right? It's the past that comes up for review. And I've used that as a great tool, right? Because the past experience I've spoken about is that time frame when my raw, authentic expression, and I trusted my guidance, and you know how I have and haven't done that in the past and how it served me. And so making that change to no longer do that. And that's the same way you can use this energy. Okay. So with that said, you know, don't be pessimistic. Look at the brighter side of it, especially if you already know what to expect. Okay. You just know how to work around it. And that's what makes it even better, knowing astrology, right? Knowing energy. It means that we can really live and flow. All right, we can really live and flow. So I love you guys. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you so much for checking into this episode, and I'll be back for more, right? I hope that you'll be back for more. And there's so many things I want to announce. So I have a masterclass that's coming up in March, and it's a chakra healing masterclass. If you are interested in healing, if you are interested in tapping into these energies that I'm speaking about, these energy centers, definitely be on the lookout. You can go on my website. You can subscribe to my newsletter, and I'll be sending out information, discount codes, tips, guidance, and definitely promo about this upcoming event. You want to be a part of this. If you are ready to manifest your life, right? Or your dreams rather. If you're ready to actually intention and manifest your wildest dreams, you want to be a part of this masterclass. I do want to keep it intimate, so I'll probably accept about 10 to 15 people, simply because it's intimate. Healing is intimate, right? And so smaller groups tend to work better when you're dealing with intimate information and experiences. So you definitely want to be on the lookout for that. There may be a waiting list. So subscribe to that email list. Subscribe to that email list stat. Aside from that, stay tuned. Stay with me here on Pretty Lifted Trippy. You can also find me on IG at latara.antrees. So that's LATARA.antrees, ANTREIS. You can also find me on Patreon. Be my patron. Subscribe to my monthly subscription. I do readings there, collective readings. I'm probably on there once or twice a week. So you can receive more from these forums, right? There's only so much that I can put on the podcast. It's only so much I can put on my blog. And, you know, of course, this subscription, this monthly membership allows me to give more, right? And so if you want to be my patron, you can find me on Patreon at Pretty Beast Lifestyle. All right. And so that's really what I have for you guys today. I felt really inspired to deliver the message. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I love you guys. Peace, namaste, love and light, and all that good shit. Okay.